that shit charred, Voodoo like Yu-Gi-Oh, jogging up all night, yo. Voodoo like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Hey guys, it's Enoch here from the Meta Gang, coming at you today with a deck profile for Galaxy. The way I play it is it's essentially a bunch of negates, but we'll get through that. So we're going to go ahead and start here with the main deck. We're going to go from little to big and explain some of it. I only play the one Galaxy Eyes Cloud Dragon. With him, I can eventually special summon a Galaxy Eyes monster from my hand or graveyard by tributing him, and then once per duel, I can take him from my grave and equip him to a Galaxy Eyes Xyz monster that I control. Moving on from him, I run just a couple genetic level play starters. The Photon Thrasher, who can only be special summoned from my hand if I control no monsters. Then I run two of the Photon Vanisher. With him, he cannot be normal summoned, he has to be special summoned while you control a Photon or Galaxy monster. When he's summoned, you get to search your deck for a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon and add it to your hand. If he's used as Xyz material, any card that is destroyed by battle with the Xyz monster instead of being in the graveyard gets banished. I run two Photon Advancers, which he's just another play starter. If I control a Photon monster, I can special summon him. He gains 1,000 attack the turn that he's special summoned. So he's another 2 grand to help push into some of the bigger monsters. Now this next one, it's more for plays. I run 3 Galaxy Wizards. He has one of 2 effects that you can do on the turn that you have him. You can raise his level by 4, making him an 8, which is great for the Xyz in this deck, or you can tribute him off and add 1 Galaxy card from your deck to your hand. So depending on your situation, you can go for the Galaxy or the rank 8 play. Next up, we have the Photon Orbital, which you can equip him to a Photon or Galaxy monster. The monster gains 500 attack. And then you can essentially unequip him, sending him to grave to search a Photon or Galaxy. Next up is 3 Galaxy Soldiers, and I don't know if that one needs explaining. He doesn't run Galaxy Soldier. Yeah. Next up, we get into the rank 8s, which is the 3 Galaxy Knight. He can normal summon without tributing if I control a Photon or Galaxy. When he is summoned, I can bring back a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon from my grave for an instant rank 8 play. Then I have the 3 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragons. If he battles, they banish. If it's an Xyz monster, he gains attack equal to the material. I think it's times 500 for each Xyz material that was detached due to his effect. I run the 1 Galactic Spiral Dragon. He is essentially a special summon if I have 2 light or dark dragons. He can be specialed from hand or grave. That's the other part that I was forgetting. That's it for the main deck monsters. For the spells, I run 2 Photon Sanctuaries because it gives me 2 free tokens that I can link away and go into some of my link monsters. I run the 2 Galaxy Trance. It's another really good late gameplay starter. I can target 1 Photon monster in my graveyard, special summon it, and then special summon 1 Galaxy with the same level from my deck to my field. The only bad part is late game. It does cost 2,000 life points to activate. One of the big play starters is the Galaxy Expedition. With Galaxy Wizard, you raise its level by 4, having an 8. Use Galaxy Expedition, get any high Galaxy monsters, so that's another 2 card into any of my rank 8 plays. I run the 1 Photon hand, and that's only because I have to control certain ones to do all of it. If I have a Photon or Galaxy monster, I pay 1,000 life points, then take 1 monster my opponent controls to take control of it. If I don't have a Galaxy-ized Photon Dragon on my field, I can only take XZ monsters. And then next we have 3 trade-in. I'm playing 7 level 8s, so it's just essential draw power. Because this deck can brick first turn if you pull too many 8s. The 1 Monster Reborn. I run 1 Return of the Dragon Lords for the Galaxy Eyes. 1 Foolish, just so that way I can dump, in case I have the Galaxy Knight in hand, I can dump the Galaxy Eyes Photon, so it kind of goes into plays as well. And that's it for the spells. Now for the traps, I only run 3. I run 2 Tachyon Transmigrations. If I control a Galaxy-ized monster, it negates essentially anything, and it cannot be chained upon, so after it resolves, nothing else can activate. And then last but not least, I run 1 Eternal Galaxy, and that's because I do have, I think, 1 rank 4, so I can turn my rank 4 into a rank 8. And that's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, because it's so Exceed heavy, I run 1 Infinitrack Fortress Megaclops. It takes 3 XZs. Late game, it's pretty good late game. Early game, it's more of a bust. I run 1 Galaxy Satellite Dragon. Can't remember what he actually does, to be honest, fully. I don't use him very much. The next one that I do run, and I do play almost every game, is the Galaxy Soulflayer Dragon. He just takes 2 monsters, including 1 with 2,000 or more attack. 2 light monsters. And then once he's summoned out, I can add a Galaxy or Photon card back from my grave. And if I have 2 or more Galaxy or Photon cards, I can discard them from my hand, and he's a monster negate. Or if I have a Galaxy-ized Photon Dragon, then I can just pitch the 1 and still have a monster negate. That's it for my links. For the XZs, I run the number 38 Hope Harbinger. He's another negate. The 62, just for the additional attack power, being at 4 grand, detach, he gains attack equal to the number of ranks on the field. I run the 1 number 90. He is a bring back my monster, and I also can keep attaching material to him at the end of my opponent's turn. I run the 1 Galaxy-ized Tachyon Dragon. Pretty sure he is, yeah, he's the one that makes them become their original attack and defense. I run the 1 Starliege Photon Blast Dragon. With him, I can detach and bring 1 back to life, and then he also protects anything that has 2,000 or more attack. I run the 1 full armor to go from the 107 into him. I can detach from him and destroy a monster. Then I run the Galaxy-ized Cypher Dragon and the Cypher Blade. I don't usually play them very much, but usually when I have to, it's very dire. I do run the 1 Neo Galaxy-ized Photon Dragon. He is by far one of my favorite XCs just because he negates everything on board. And it's a permanent gate, but anything they summon after him they can use. And then I run the one Cyber Dragon Nova and the one Cyber Dragon Infinity to round off the extra deck.
Like and subscribe to Metagame. Hit the bell icon.
That shit sharp. For the light you give.